Hey guys, I'm here to share my favorite fall fragrances with you all. I absolutely love fragrance. I have gotten into fragrance, I want to say, in the past couple of years, and my collection has kind of exploded. But I love fragrances. I know a lot of you guys love fragrances, or you're just getting into fragrances. So this is going to be my fall favorite fragrances that I want to share with you guys, things that I love to wear in the fall. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So I think for this video I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna try to do from what I consider to be lightest to the darkest, because I don't want to go by brand, because I don't have multiples in every brand that I'm talking about, and it's too many brands here to go by brand. So I'm gonna go from lightest, I think, to the deepest one, in my opinion. I'm not going to go ahead and get into a ton of notes or anything like that. If you are interested in the notes breakdown, I will go ahead and leave it down below in the description. I think that'll make this video go much faster, just because if I go into all the notes and things like that, this video will be very, very long. It'll be like a movie. But let's go ahead and get into these fragrances. Alright guys, so the first fragrance I'm going to talk about, and I'm just going to quickly talk about it because this is a fragrance that is extremely overhyped, but I love it. I've been wearing it for so many years, before the hype, before TikTok and all these things, and it will remain, in my opinion, a classic fragrance after the hype dies down. And this is none other than the Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540 Eau de Parfum, the classic sort of one, not the red one. I know a lot of people will probably put that in their fall winter fragrances. I do love that one, but I love this one for an everyday fall fragrance because it has this depth to it. Even though it is a lighter fragrance, it has this depth to it that I think is perfect for an everyday sort of wear in the fall when you want something lighter and just really pretty. This is a pretty fragrance. It's a appealing fragrance. This fragrance is known to linger. Like if you leave a room, you walk down a hall, you leave an elevator, your scent will linger and it will be there, and you will be known as a person who wears Baccarat if they know obviously the smell of Baccarat. Other than that, they'll say, oh my gosh, she smells so good. This is a beautiful fragrance. I love it. I'll be one of those people that will forever wear it, forever purchase it, forever, ever love it. You guys know that I recently, maybe over a year now, I've been working with the brand. I love Charlotte Tilbury to work for MFK, and I have been loving it ever since, and I've been wearing this fragrance for years, and it will remain probably my #1 fragrance. The second fragrance I want to talk about is a little bit of a change of speed. This is a very affordable fragrance. This is the Clinique My Happy Cookies and Kisses. I talked about this either last year or maybe the year before last, maybe last year. And this is just a beautiful gourmand fragrance. It's a good everyday gourmand fragrance. It's not too heavy or anything like that. It's just sweet and pretty. And this is a good one to layer with different things. This smells amazing. It's sweet without being, I don't think it's overly sweet. How some things can be cloying. It's not overly sweet. I believe this one has like notes of praline in it as well. It's just really nice. Give this a chance. This is Cookies and Kisses by Clinique. It's from the My Happy sort of line, and I love this one. If I don't know what to wear in the fall and I just want something cozy, this is a perfect go-to for me. The next fragrance I have here is just going to be the little travel size of it, and it is the Maison Lancome. This is going to be their sort of higher end fragrances. I'll put a picture of what the bottles look like typically, but even the travel size is really gorgeous. It has this gold sort of filigree on it, and I love this fragrance. I managed to get my hands on the little travel size from Mercari, I believe, and this has notes of almond, jasmine, sandalwood, musk. It is just a beautiful scent. Perfect for fall when you want a nice woody floral with a little bit, it has a little bit of a gourmand lean to it, but it's definitely more of a woody floral. Not too sweet, but it's just really pretty. I love the smell of almond, marzipan, those sort of scents. I really personally like that. So if you like that, you'll really like this because it's combined with the jasmine and the sandalwood. It's really pretty and really nice. This is a little bit more of, I think, a mature scent, but I really like it, and this is something that I typically wear in the fall because of that sort of almond and sandalwood note, and again it being a little bit of a heavier mature floral. The next fragrance I have here, look at that dent, is none other than the Replica by Maison Margiela, the Coffee Break fragrance. So the Replica line, I actually don't love the whole line. I like their deeper fragrances. I don't typically like their lighter fragrances, their florals or their aquatic fragrances. I know a lot of people like Sailing Day, Lazy Sunday Morning, Under the Lemon Tree, all that. You can keep those. I really like the deeper ones, and I'm going to share 3 with you guys because they are my staples for fall. I love them. I get so many compliments on them, and the first one is going to definitely be Coffee Break. This has notes of coffee, milk, tonka, lavender, patchouli. It is so good. It's so good, but it's not too, again, not too sweet, not too dark, not too deep. So this is a good everyday for fall. If you want to get into deeper fragrances, I think this is a really good entry point, the Coffee Break from Replica, because it's not offensive, it's not too much, and again, it's not going to be feeling like you're suffocating yourself. I do have a fragrance here, maybe 2 or 3, that could be considered a little suffocating if you're not careful, and that's why they work well in colder weather. But I love Coffee Break. Love it, and you guys can tell that I love it by that dent. The next one I have here is going to be this bad boy here, which is pretty unique shape. I don't love this bottle. It's a little, I don't like stuff like this. I don't like the Ariana Grande fragrances because of how they look as well. I just like a normal sleek bottle, but the fragrance is really good. So this is the Kilian Princess fragrance. The full name is very long. It's I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess fragrance, but everyone calls it Princess. This is going to be a really beautiful sort of ambery floral fragrance. It has vanilla, marshmallow, like peach and green tea and ginger. It has a lot of notes in it, but the combination of the notes is really beautiful. Really beautiful. This is another good sort of everyday fragrance. To me, it's just like a step above what a designer fragrance would smell like, and I really like this fragrance. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have changed this packaging for it to just be the square sort of packaging, if I'm not mistaken, but I have this one that has the sphere, and the fragrance is in here, and this is actually the top, but it sits like that. Really good. The next fragrance I have here was in my recent favorites video, and that is the Gucci Chant for the Nymph fragrance. I've said that this smells like hair grease, and it does. It smells like hair grease to me. Like, it smells like Blue Magic hair grease. And you know how Scent and Memory is so tied, and I just can't get that out of my head, but I love it. I love it. It just reminds me of my mom doing my hair before school, and I just love it. And this is a frangipani based scent, so I think that's what makes it smell like that. But I definitely think this will be a polarizing scent. You have to smell it, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you will not like it at all. But I'm one of those people who really like it. Alright, so we are getting in. Sorry if I'm like bothering you by touching my hair, but like I just did it, so it's super fluffy and not obeying me, so I'm just trying to keep it behind my shoulders, so I apologize because I know that can be very annoying to people. But the next fragrance I have here is the Replica Jazz Club. So this is technically a men's fragrance, but you know, we don't follow those rules when it comes to fragrances. If you like it, wear it. So this is going to be a sort of tobacco based fragrance. It's tobacco, rum, vanilla sort of fragrance. This is going to be a deeper scent, but because the Replica fragrances are all eau de toilette, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that it's anything that's like too much for you to wear on a daily basis. I really like this. Again, it's one of those really beautiful cozy scents that if you want something like tobacco and vanilla, this is really beautiful. This is not as, let's say, in your face as the Grand Soir from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, which is not on this list for me, because that's a little bit, I like it, but it's a little bit too much. I prefer something like this, which smells a little bit more round. Alrighty, I should have probably put this a little bit earlier, but I kind of forgot about it. This is the Atelier Cologne Vanille Insensée fragrance, and unfortunately it's really hard to get Atelier. They pulled out of, it's a French brand, but they pulled out of the US if I'm not mistaken. At least I know they pulled out of Nordstrom's, and I really can't find it anywhere, so I think they pulled out of the US if I'm not mistaken. If I am not telling the truth, please let me know in a comment down below. But it's really hard to get these days, but I'm so glad that I have a lot of bottles of these, and I have different scents, but I really love the vanilla for fall. This is like a straight up vanilla. Me and my mom were talking about a Korean drama that we're watching. It's literally giving me heart palpitations. But anyway, so the Vanille, let's say vanilla, it's Vanille Insensée. This is a vanilla oak amber sort of scent, but it's not too heavy. This is a good everyday vanilla. This is a good layering vanilla if you want to add vanilla to something else. This is a really good one, because to me this smells like a straightforward vanilla fragrance. It's easy to wear. The Atelier Cologne fragrances are not, I feel like they're very linear. They're not too crazy, not too complex, not too layered. It's kind of like what you smell is what you get, and that's what I really like about this fragrance. The next fragrance, you know I was going to talk about it. You know I was going to talk about this. This is the Delena Exclusive. You guys know that I love the Delena Exclusive from Parfums de Marly. If you follow me, I actually don't like Delena Original at all. That rhubarb, nope, that's in the top of it. I really can't get with it. This is the one that doesn't have the rhubarb. It's a little deeper, a little bit more powdery, a little bit more mature, but very sexy, really gorgeous, a very pretty, girly sort of fragrance. Also, I want to talk about the Oriana. I love to layer these. So this is going to be Oriana by Parfums de Marly, and this one is very sweet, very, very sweet. If you don't like sweet, you're not going to like this. Is sweet as well, but this is very sweet. This is almost like candy sweet, because this is a marshmallow based fragrance. This does smell like Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. A lot of people say that. They're both marshmallow based fragrances, but this one also has a chantilly cream at the base, which I prefer. I have Love Don't Be Shy, and I prefer Oriana because Love Don't Be Shy has this medicinal quality to it when it dries down, in my opinion. So these are my two favorites from the house of Parfums de Marly for fall. I love them when I want to smell feminine and girly. These are what I grab, and I do layer them as well. So we're getting down to the last few. Last Replica fragrance I'm going to talk about is going to be the By the Fireplace fragrance, and this one is unisex fragrance. So this one has this one is just gorgeous. This one has cloves, pink pepper, vanilla. It's really, really nice. I think a lot of the fragrance that I'm talking about, most of them have vanilla notes in it. Maybe I just associate vanilla with fall, but this is a really good one. This is smoky and spicy, really, really nice. I'll even layer this sometimes with coffee break. Really, really good layering combo there. And this is something that I only wear in the fall and winter. It just reminds me of fall, winter, holidays, cold weather, and the name is just perfect, By the Fireplace. It's just amazing. You have to try it. The second to last fragrance I'm going to talk about is this bad boy here, and this is the Christian Dior Amber Nuit fragrance. This is a deep, dark, sexy amber, spicy, strong, really nice. Gotta get your nose on it if you're looking for a good amber scent. I think it's really hard to do a good amber scent. The only ones that I really, really like that I've smelled are going to be Grand Soir, that are like amber based, true amber scents, because amber can be, it's like oud, it can be a little bit much, but I really like Grand Soir by MFK, and I love the Christian Dior Amber Nuit. Whenever anyone asks me for a good amber scent, like they want amber, I always recommend those two, and I really, really love the Dior Amber. This is what I wear typically in the fall and winter at nighttime when I just want something really deep, dark, sexy, and strong. I really like this. So if you can get your hands on a sample of it or smell it, I definitely recommend it if you like something that is going to be kind of, in my opinion, it's a little bit beast mode. The last fragrance and the darkest fragrance that I'm going to talk about, I mean not only the bottle but in terms of the scent, is going to be Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I began with MFK and I'm going to end with MFK, and this is a oud fragrance. Oud can be, again, polarizing. It can be offensive, meaning that if you're wearing it, it can sometimes bother other people if they have allergies, they're sensitive to fragrance, they get headaches from fragrance. I mean that, I don't mean offensive like, oh, it stinks, even though there are some ouds that in my opinion stink, but this is a very appealing oud. This is a great oud to start with if you want to get into ouds, in my opinion. This has a powdery sort of edge to it because it has violets. It's vanilla, violets, rose with the oud. It's really gorgeous. The dry down on this is incredible. This is a unisex fragrance. Men and women love it, and it's definitely a sweeter oud, but in my opinion this screams winter and fall. So this is something I will definitely be wearing and rocking in the fall with a nice cozy sweater when it is really frigid outside, and I can't wait. Alright guys, so those are all the fragrances I wanted to share for my fall favorite fragrances video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are wearing down below in a comment, because I'm super interested, because I collect fragrances. It's a problem. Thank you so much again for watching. Give me a like, comment down below again, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.